All right, so we're done loading. As you can see, the default code has been replaced with the code that I put in there. And another great thing is we didn't have to copy and paste the code manually into the function.json that's already in here. Because one of the things that we're going to need to do in here is actually put in the connection for our storage account. And so our storage account was called Store My Note BA4. So I'll just put that in here. Store My Note BA4. And the way that this function works is, I'll show you once again. You can type it in manually here or go to integrate here and use this interface here. So the trigger is an HTTP request, and then the input, it actually, this is one of the bindings that Azure Functions provides, is it automatically will pull from the table if we just point it in the right direction. And so here we have the table name is Store My Notes. The parameter that we're going to use in our code is called retrieveNote. The partition key is note. The storage account connection, we're going to have to go in here and let's just create new here. I don't think it, when I typed it in, that it took it, so, or maybe it did, so I'll save that. And let's give this a try. So I'll open this note back up, or this function back up, and we're going to give this a test. So let's look at our table store here to see something to pull. Let's just try our 1, 2, 3, 4 row key, because that's the one that we know. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to, I believe we just need a GET request. Let's run that. And it was successful. You can see that we got our responses. This is a cool note which corresponds to the actual key here. Let's try to get this note here, which is MJAC. This is case sensitive, so I'll just type that in here. MJC. Oh, store not found. I just MJAC. I'm sorry. Run that, and as you can see, the node is returned here. So if it's running successful in here, in order to get it to run on our web app, what we need to do is get this endpoint here. So I'll copy that, and then we just need to go into our source code for this here. And we'll go up to the find stored key, and this endpoint here we just need to paste in here. And then for store key, we just need to take these out here. So let's save that. And then once again, because it's saved on our local store, what we're going to need to do is upload it to our blob to update it. So go to our blob container, store my notes, and we'll just replace this file with the most recent one. Apply that, and let's see if this works. I'll go and refresh this to pull the most recent change. Let's try to retrieve the note. 2, 3, 4, and we get it back. So we know it's successful because it's pulling based on the key and giving us our note back. Let's try with the UCHO. So I'll go here, UCHO, retrieve note, and we're getting back our note. So that is working great. Looking back at our sequence diagram, we got the blob storage set up to serve our static files. We got our first function to generate the key and store the note. We got our table storage established to hold all of our notes. And then we've got the retrieve note function that, based on a key, will pull from the table the note that matches it. Next up, what we want to do is just work on a retention schedule of finding expired notes and then sending them to a queue. And then once things are sent to the queue storage, that's going to trigger another function that will delete the items in the queue.